Hello there children, it's Jude here with Lammy and Flossie for the EYFS at Home Easter Animal Day. And the first of our Easter animals that we're going to be thinking about is lambs. Lammy and Flossie are delighted. So first of all I'm going to tell you 3 facts about lambs and then we're going to do some paper craft. How exciting. So the first fact is this. When lambs are born, within a very few minutes they're able to stand up and walk around with the rest of the flock. Isn't that amazing? When we're born, we have to wait a long time till we can walk by ourselves. Number 2, when lambs grow up, they're called sheep. Male sheep, like lambs, like Lammy, are called rams. Female sheep, like Flossie, are called ewes. And our third fact about lambs is that once they've finished drinking their mother's milk after a few weeks, they start to eat grass and hay and grains. So they're vegetarian. Now then, we know our 3 facts about lambs, so now we're going to do some paper craft. We are going to make our very own curly fleeced lamb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera down in a second so you can see what to do. But these are the things that you're going to need. You are going to need some black paper or some other paper to make the lamb's head. Now I have put an outline of a lamb's head up on the website for you to download if you need to, and you need something to make the lamb's legs as well, so I've used black card. You're going to need some white or cream paper, and you're going to need some strips of white or cream paper. You're going to need some scissors and some kind of tape or glue. I've got double-sided tape, that's what I've got, but you could use glue or sellotape or anything else that you like. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the camera down a little bit so that you can see what I am doing. So this is what we're going to end up with, our curly fleeced sheep. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is you need to cut out your lamb's head. So I've done mine already. And then you need to get your white piece of paper or your cream piece of paper, and you need to cut out sort of a bit like a cloud shape. Can you see how this one, it's just got wiggly lines all the way around it. Now you might need to ask a grown-up to help you with that, or you might be able to do it yourself. It doesn't matter how neat it is, because the whole point is it's meant to look a bit curly. So I'm just going to very quickly do mine now. Okay, just so you can see. It's not about being neat, it's about being all curly, whirly, a bit like a lamb's fleece. There we go. That's what we call lamb's hair. We don't call it hair, we call it lamb's fleece or lamb's wool. Right, let's move those out of the way. Okay, so now I've got my strips of black as well, of white, sorry, and I've got my legs and I've got the head. So the first thing I need to do is need to stick the head and the legs on. So for that I'm going to use my tape. Okay, so as I said, I've got my double-sided tape, but any tape will do, or glue. I'm just going to put a little bit on the end there and then just stick the head on like this, and then I'm going to turn it over so I can put the legs on. Okay, so I'm going to have one going that way. Just put these on. There we go. Now you can decide, you might decide you want your lamb to have a white face, or it might want to have a black face. It's up to you. You might decide they want to have white legs with just black hooves, or black legs. It's entirely up to you. You decide. I chose to do these colours. Okay, so I'm just going to stick the last 2 legs on, and then we're ready to make our curly fleece, which is very exciting. There we go. Let's stick that on there. So, oops, one last leg, because they've got 4, haven't they? We've only got 2 legs, haven't we? But sheep have got 4. Whoops, hasn't stuck down quite enough. There we go. Okay, so there you go. I've got my sheep with the 4 legs. So now we just need to make the fleecy coat. And for that, this is where we need the strips of paper. Now there are a few different ways you can do this, children. You can either roll the paper up like this, really tight, just roll it up, 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 roll it up. There we go, till it's really tight. And then when it's like this, you can then stick it onto your sheep. You see, like this, you can then stick it. There we go. Just press that down on there so that it looks like the fleece. So that's one way that you could do it. Or you can use the scissors. Now this is a bit trickier. You might need a grown-up to help you. You must make sure that the scissors are closed, and then you just pull the edge of the scissors along so it goes all curly. Can you see? And then you stick that on and that becomes the fleece. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. Now for this one, I did curls, but I think for this one, I'm going to do these instead. Right then, children, so I hope you have lots and lots of fun making your lamb. And do you know something? We would love to see some of your lambs when you're finished. So if you do one, maybe you could send us a picture. That would be brilliant. So I'm just going to show you one last time how to do this one. This is the way I have chosen to do mine. Okay, so roll it up really tight like that. Let it out a little bit and then just stick it on. There you go. And then you'll end up with lots and lots of curls on your sheep. So there's two different ways. Or of course, you might think of your own way to decorate your sheep, and that would be absolutely lovely. Have lots of fun, children, and we'll see you later. Take care.